Alright, hello everybody, and before I begin the video, I want to say that this video may be a little bit laggy, may have some serious performance issues, and may actually be the shittiest video I have ever made. With that out of the way, let's get on to the video. Hello everybody, and welcome to a Kerbal Space Program video. Yeah, we're back at this. I know I kind of tease this every now and then, but probably by December, after like later this year, I may be getting a gaming computer, a dedicated one, so we may be actually able to start playing this. I know that KSP2 is out, and I might be considering getting that for my birthday next year, maybe. So yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to load right into one of the saves, and we're going to be going on an adventure, doing something. I'm thinking we're going to do something with Kraken drives. We're going to fly around in a Kraken drive ship. I got to get a test. I got to make a Kerbal for that because I kind of don't want to have to recover this afterwards. So yeah. Anyways, let's begin. All right, here we are, folks. This is I call it the Reaper, and it is one of my smaller Kraken drive craft. Note, you have to have cheats enabled for this craft to work properly. It does not carry enough fuel on its own to actually get it where it needs to go. It'll burn through that fuel in a second, and I'll show you why. Let's grab a new Kerbal, Gerald here. He'll be our test dummy for today. So this craft launches like any ordinary rocket. I actually want to make some alterations to this rocket really quick, so we're going to grab some parts here. I want to add some more Delta V onto this. It has enough let's see, where is the fuel tank that I want to pull? Again, I love this game. I honestly want to come back to this game, but the one caveat I have for this particular save, because it's the portable version, it takes forever to load. And I have this thing jerry-rigged it too, so it's customized. Anyways, with more Delta V added to this thing, that's almost 2,000 meters per second of Delta V. That's decent. Okay. We're gonna skip the launch here because honestly, the launch takes up like most of the time. I'm gonna be right back once I get this thing into orbit and things aren't as laggy. And yeah, anyways. Yes, we are on the launch pad. Yes, I have mods installed on this. Only really one mod. That would be the Chatterer mod, and it is, as its name implies, gives life and sound effects to the game. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to be in space in just a moment. Alright, we are in orbit. Or, well, we're almost in orbit, as you can probably see by the, well, fact that we're not actually at orbital velocity. Orbital velocity is somewhere around 2,000 meters per second around Kerbin. It's, I think, 4,000 around the Earth, so 4,000 meters per second around Earth. Now, let's get into the fun stuff. Well, first off, this is a Kraken drive ship. It does use the Cal controller right here, the part highlighted in green. And I have two. One is for refueling, i.e. the inverse of, well, what one of these actually refuels it. Anyways, you may be wondering, why don't I full throttle this? Well, for anyone who understands what a Kraken drive is capable of, especially with a high TWR of this specific version, we are going to go for a Mun encounter. So we're going to push our orbit out here, and what we're going to do is we're going to time warp to here. This is a very we can do this entirely by map, really. So I want to get right around to where the little dot, if you're following where the dot is and where the little arrow is, well, you can see where I'm clicking anyways. Thank you, game, for being so thoughtful. We are at a slight inclination here. We might want to do a plane change. How do I warp to, hold on, it's been a while. cut throttle, check that off. That is an orbital inclination change. That is a complete plane change, complete. Now what we're going to do is plot a course to the Mun. That's going to slingshot us out there. I think that's a good insertion point. Doesn't look like we may have to alter it if we are going to slam right in. Nope. We're not going to slam right in. That works. All right, let's warp to next maneuver. And let's get out of map view real quick. We're still at this. I designed this thing with peak maneuverability. I can turn this on any axis at a really rapid rate. And you don't this stage also serves as the deorbit stage, whereas this top part right here, which holds the Kerbal, also has engines, so it can do a suicide burn if needed. This will burn up in the atmosphere or just slam into the ground. Most of the time this just slams into the ground. And this will land safely back. There's parachutes. If you look inside, there are 2 parachutes tucked inside of here, clipped in, as well as an antenna at an off angle so it doesn't interfere with the command pod's crew hatch. And so it's not subject to heating. So, yeah. That's some of the insane engineering techniques I had to use here. There's a lot of part clipping here. But it's not nearly as bad, although I think there's... Yeah, I have a bunch of RTGs here. As you can probably see by the mess that's here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this thing's not losing any power whatsoever. That's necessary if I want to actually recharge the batteries at any significant rate. So, yeah. Anyways, let's warp next maneuver. This is the power of a Kraken drive, people. Yeah, I use Kraken drives. But again, this is sandbox mode. I can do whatever I want. Oh, brother. All right, let's call this good. Let's time warp. Actually, let's time warp to there. That way you can get a beautiful view of what this game actually is. Just how broken is this craft, you may be wondering, and is this craft seriously capable of, well, doing this? Because once we get in orbit of the moon, people, or the mun, we will be ooh, this is a really good orbit. Oh, I botched this up. Okay, this is an awkward orbit. I was expecting us to get into a nice, neat orbit, but I guess that's not going to happen now. We're just going to time warp to here and pull in the orbit here because we are way too far away from the mun. As you can probably tell, this didn't go according to plan, nearly as according to plan as I had hoped. And no, none of this was scripted either. This is just how it happened. Time warp complete. Let's switch to retrograde and do a deceleration burn. And our circularization is complete. We also have signal. What was that from? Oh, that's the key. That's an orbital. That's one of the orbital. This is an orbital refinery I've had up there for a long time. That Kerbal has gone mad. We don't like to talk about that here. Um, Gerald here is a fresh Kerbal, so I'm not going to have any issues with the loss of sanity here. I don't have a link for to where you can download this craft if you want to try it out for yourself, but I will try and make one. This craft, by the way, has two. This craft is also fully autonomous, so I don't even need a Kerbal in here to pilot it. But if I want to do anything with deep space or going into areas of the sky of the sandbox where signal I don't have signal, then I need a Kerbal. So that's kind of what it is. This also functions as a short-term escape pod in the event that this main component gets damaged, some for some reason gets damaged or malfunctions. So this does have survivability options. They're not great, but if it's an orbit of Lathe or another moon, this could probably land on the surface. I say probably, but I haven't actually tested that. So take it with a grain of salt. Gotta spam B because sometimes it doesn't like to let you board. I have a larger Kraken drive based craft, just similar to this, but with massive solar panels and RTGs because the power draw of this system is just too much for this little craft to handle. So I do have infinite electric charge on here. Um, but yeah, this is Kerbal Space Program. This is kind of something that I made years ago. And honestly, I'm going to be glad to revisit it because there's a lot of things that I want to change. This does have radiators placed there. There's more here. There's 4 in total. So yeah, it does have its own heat dissipation system. So that's nice. Anyways, folks, that's going to wrap this video up for today. I mean, we could attempt a moon landing, but I don't feel like doing that. If you have enjoyed this video, then please consider like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. As stated earlier, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. I'm going to be making more videos slowly over time, going over each of the individual crafts that I've made in this save file. Once we've run out of that, we're going to go on and actually play a career save. These videos are these aren't prioritized in production right now. Arcane Odyssey and Roblox is right now currently, but I will every so often come out with one of these videos, and I do hope you subscribe so you won't miss those. I've already came out with some videos going over my tiny rover and my I believe oh yeah, my little mini miniature satellite launcher. And this is one of my Kraken drive craft. Again, very small, very simple, very bare bones, but it gets the job done. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.